pass plays and see what the quarterback can do with it. You have 12 minutes, nothing has worked. Why not give it to your young junior quarterback?
I see what you're saying, and I agree with you.
Yeah.
But the problem is Vista Murrieta is not accustomed to passing the ball. All year long, the game plan is pound that rock and overwhelm defenses and win it in the fourth quarter. And here we are, down 21-3. Vista Murrieta has got to change it up. All of a sudden, they've got to become the passing team that they are not, and it just might be a little too late. The start of the fourth quarter, here we go.
Yeah, it just was a really, really curious third quarter of play calling on the offensive end as the Broncos gained 0 yards offensively on 2 drives in the third quarter. Now they'll begin their third of the half from the 47 of the 47 of the Diablos. Only 47 yards to go for a touchdown to pull within 11. It's a trio to the left-hand side. Kyle Williams operates out of the gun. Tito Feliciano flanks the quarterback. Feliciano will block. Williams chucks it deep down the field, going into double coverage. A leaping attempt is incomplete. Going to Colin Baker. That would have been the third grab for the receiver today, but it'll be another incomplete pass. Kyle Williams now sits at 5 of 9 passing the football today, and he'll be looking at another second down and long upcoming for the Broncos.
Kyle Baker's got to catch that ball. You're down 18. Your quarterback, Kyle Williams, puts you in prime position to catch the ball. Next time, you got to come down with it.
Same formation for the Broncos. A high snap over the head of Williams. He'll have to run back to receive the football, and indeed he will. A disaster looms, though, for the Broncos, is now following the 15-yard snap that ends up losing for the Broncos. They'll face a 3rd and 25.
Well, we know all too well Vista Murrieta is not set up for this situation here. Third and long now. It's just getting worse now, Nick.
And the Diablos are looking to force their 5th consecutive 3 and out. The Broncos have gone in reverse on the offensive end. 3rd and 25 from their own 38. Williams will operate out of the empty set. It's a 5-wide package. Back to throw. A good snap this time. Williams will run up in the pocket. Pass rush coming, and down he goes. A 2-yard sack, not a big loss, if you will, but the Diablos forced the 4th sack today. And let me read this stat off to you, Dan. The Broncos have run 9 offensive plays in the second half and have lost 17 yards on those 9 plays. That is not the way to start the second half.
The Broncos are making the Mission Viejo Diablos look like a open Division I type team, shutting out the Broncos completely on offense in the third quarter and at the start of the fourth.
Connor Hill will signal fair catch and make it at his own 37. Boy, if you're Vista Murrieta, you're making Mission Viejo. Yeah. Forget a Division I high school team. I mean, I am questioning if that's the Legion of Boom out there. That's just it is.
They play like it.
It really has just been a real curious second half for the Broncos on the offensive side. This has just been a quarter to forget about. 9 plays and negative 17 yards offensively. I am scratching my head, and I'm not the only one. That whole coaching staff, they have had like the air sucked out of a balloon. All of the energy pumped onto that sideline for the Broncos. Everyone is dead silent. Single back handoff goes right into the arms of Romeo Senzi, but a solid tackle made for the Vista Murrieta Broncos by yet another time Tanner Williams. It'll be a loss of 1.
And partner, I wouldn't be surprised if we don't see another pass from Brock Johnson with 10 minutes remaining in this ball game for the Division II championship of Southern California.
Mission Viejo in the second half has run the football. 13 minutes time of possession for the Diablos, only a minute and a half for the Vista Murrieta Broncos. 10 minutes to go and counting. Single back pitch, this time to Romeo Senzi outside, has room, skips out of a tackle, and he's met by a plethora of Denver Bronco hats. Boy, they've certainly looked like the Denver Broncos in this football game, this being a gain of 3. But, boy, if you're the Broncos here, this has just been a half to forget about. I cannot stretch enough how many times they have given up very makeable third down stops. 1 and 2 offensively, it has just been a disaster.
It really has been a disaster, but give credit to the Broncos defense. They're not letting up. They're still tackling hard, right? In that last play there, gang tackling at that.
Now they force another third down. Mission Viejo, they have been right around 50% on those third downs in today's ball game. Make it 3 of 6. Brock Johnson faces a 3rd and 7. 9:50 to go in the ball game. 21-3 ahead over the Broncos. The Broncos bring 7. Eluding of a sack as Brock Johnson keeps it the outside, has room, skips out of a tackle, dives, and he'll pick up the first down. The Broncos had 3 opportunities to make the tackle behind the line of scrimmage. Brock Johnson, abracadabra, gain of 9, move the chains, and that'll be the 15th time the Diablos have picked up a first down.
Well, once again, Brock Johnson didn't have to use that strong arm that he has. Instead, going to his feet and grabbing that first down. And the drive continues, and the chances for the Broncos are getting slimmer and slimmer.
Well, Mission Viejo, you take a look at the strength of schedule. They really haven't beaten anyone all that impressive. But in this ball game, it has just been a demolishing performance by the head of Brock Johnson's own Mission Viejo Diablos as Ion Senzi bounces outside and turns a 2-yard loss into a run right back to the line of scrimmage. Dwayne Johnson with the tackle. 9 minutes remain, and the Mission Viejo Diablos can smell it.
Yes, they can. Fortunately for them, even a run for a loss doesn't affect them too much. What it does is it kills more clock.
Yeah, 8:48 to go. The Diablos have chewed up 15 minutes time of possession. The Broncos, again, with only a minute and a half. This has just been a real disappointing second half for the Broncos. 9 plays offensively, negative 17 yards, and that defense is retreating as well. Fullback dive up the middle, that's Bryce Chambers, and that'll end up gaining 2, make it 3rd and 9.
I don't care what type of situation it is. Anytime the fullback gets the ball, that means kill the clock time, and that's exactly what Mission Viejo is set out to do with 8 minutes remaining, 21-3. Mission Viejo on top of the Broncos.
Yeah, this defense is dog-tired. Their hands are on their hips. Guys are on their knees. This is just really a defense that has been on the field, in accordance to me, and I'm not alone, of too long here in this football game. And the Diablos will switch it up, going out of the empty set. 5 wide receivers. Connor Hill in the slot.
Confusion from the Broncos on defense.
Yeah, receiver will be in motion. 3rd down and 9. Back to throw. Johnson is blitzed, and down he goes. This time the Broncos make the sack behind the line of scrimmage. Tackle made by Brandon Worthy. And that, for just the 2nd time today, will be a 3rd down stop by the Broncos on the defensive side. And they'll force the punt.
Good defensive scheme by the Broncos. Sending the blitz from the outside. It just so happens that Brock Johnson ran into the blitz as he rolled out.
Yeah, the Broncos were not able to get there last time, but Brandon Worthy will bring down the quarterback, that being just the 2nd sack for the senior this season. And then on the punt for the Diablos, that is Ambre Booker-Curran. Back deep to receive is Seth Ackney. High towering end over end kick. We're under 7 minutes to go, and Ackney will signal fair catch. No, he'll elect to receive. A very questionable call, and the Broncos will again begin, this time, the 5th straight possession for the Broncos that starts inside their own 20, it being a 1st and 10 at their own 6.
Mental mistakes all game long have seemed to plague the Broncos. And just like the game started, a fumble on the 2-yard line. And it hasn't changed, really. The Broncos all game long have started way deep in their part of the field, and it's no different here late in the 4th quarter.
Well, typically in games, you can diagnose a 48-minute ball game for high school down to 1 or 2 plays. But frankly, Dan, it has just been the entire half. You can signal every play being a sign of improvement, if you will, for the Vista Murrieta Broncos. Well, Vista Murrieta, an epitome of their day, only have 10 players on the field right now. Kyle Williams back to throw, chucks it, and it's nearly picked off. Mission Viejo dropped the interception as Ambre Booker-Curran had it in the breadbasket, incomplete, but a flag is down. We'll check the penalty. Mission Viejo, 6:46 to go. They lead 21-3, and it's an ineligible man downfield by the Vista Murrieta Broncos. Even if it was a pass completion, it wouldn't have mattered. It'll now be half the distance to the goal, and the Broncos will face a 1st down, and this time 15 from their own 5.
There's been a constant thing that's been occurring all game long, and we bring it up all the time, and it's the mistakes from Vista Murrieta. They constantly are dragging themselves back.
I'll end up being actually, will they call it? It looks like they will. Loss of down. My 2nd and 15. Kyle Williams takes the snap. Looking long. Pass rush coming. Wings it to the sideline. A leaping grab is made by Jamie Nunley. No. They call it incomplete at the final moment. Couldn't hang on to the grab long enough. Now make it 3rd down and 15. And the Vista Murrieta Broncos are asking for yet another 3 and out. That'll be their 6th straight if they're unable to reach around the 21-yard line, which will be enough to move the chains.
Not sure if it's 2nd or 3rd down in a situation.
I think it's 3rd and 15. No, they'll change it, make it 2nd down.
That's 2nd down. Yeah, the officials are a little confused, just as we are.
Well, Kyle Williams, nice play out inside the 15-yard line. Will scramble for 12. Turns a 2nd and 15 into a 3rd and short, but that clock does continue to run. Now down to 6:30 to go in the ball game.
How about a positive play on offense for the Broncos? Finally, late in this 4th quarter, finally a play that amounts to something.
That's the first down pickup for the Broncos this half. Mission Viejo has 11 of the same category, as Kyle Williams will keep for no gain. Take a look at the Broncos' production. 13 plays for -4 yards, and this offense still is stuck in neutral, now facing a 2nd and 9.
They really are now stuck in a huge hole. I feel like it's just a little too late, Nick. With 6 minutes remaining in this ball game, Kyle Williams has got to become a sheer pocket passer all of a sudden.
He'll take another snap, looking to throw, wings it to the near side. Pass complete, Colin Blaker slips over his own 2 feet, will run out of bounds right at the line of scrimmage. No gain, clock continues to move, and that'll be yet another 3rd down scenario for the Vista Murrieta Broncos, facing a 3rd and 8.
We see the design passing plays. They tend to be screens and short intermediate passes, but in a game where you're down 18, I want to see a post deep. I want to see a streak deep, something to give you some type of momentum.
Broncos 3 of 11 on 3rd downs today, facing a 3rd and long. 5:18 to go before the end of the game. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Pass rush coming, wings it deep down the field. And coming back to make the catch is for the Broncos inside the 20 down to the 15-yard line. That'll be only the 3rd grab all season for Garrett Dyer, and it'll be a 55-yard pass play. And just like that, this crowd is in it, trailing by 18.
Finally, now all the Broncos need to do is get it into the end zone. They did something right. Finally, a pass is deep. This is exactly what they've needed all game long. The Diablos aren't playing safeties deep at all. They're playing single coverage on the corner, so why not go deep?
Shotgun snap goes to Kevin Williams. Looking underneath, pass caught by Kevin Baker, and that'll end up losing yardage. Colin Baker for -5 on 1st down. Not the pass play you want with 5 minutes to go. This being just the 2nd red zone opportunity for a football team that trails by 18 today.
It really isn't the play you were calling for. What you need to do is take shots to the end zone. I mean, time's running out. There has to be a sense of urgency.
Garrett Dyer with the big 60-yard pass play. Pushed down to the right-hand side, 3 wide set. Looking to throw. Williams guns it over the middle. Pass caught by Jamie Nunley, and he'll reach his way out to the 15-yard line. The 4th grab for the Arizona commit, make it a gain of 6. 3rd down and long pursues the Broncos with 4:15 to go, and their quarterback, I believe, is down on the field.
Yeah, Kyle Williams took a big hit on that last play. But going back to the strategy being applied by the Broncos, it's not something that I would do. Again, taking shots into the end zone is what's required in this situation, down 18.
Well, the epitome of the saying, if you will, adding insult to injury. Not only does this offense, which has really been library quiet all day today, a complete real annihilation by that Mission Viejo Diablo defense. And just to add insult to injury, your quarterback, Kyle Williams, not only is he down, but it looks like he's out. He's able to, with the assistance of the training staff for the Broncos, hobble off the field. Will Kyle Williams play in this game? It looks like he will.
I think he'll sit out a play and continue right after.
Well, he's in the team huddle. 4:14 to go. Even if the Broncos were to score a touchdown, it would be too little too late. They may be just playing for pride points here, but Vista Murrieta needs a touchdown, and they need it now. 3rd down and 8 from the